Hello. Okay, we are here at Kansas. I'm in the lead. I'm doing well. There's about 25 laps to go. So, what am I going to talk about? Well, things aren't all as they seem. I believe I started this race off tight, trying to find the right balance. I think I had about a 10-lap truck. I adjusted tire pressure and wedge. I think I maxed out the wedge because I went further on one pit stop and it got tight. It got stupid tight on me. So I'm kind of just up against the limit of what I can do with in-race changes. I need to make probably track bar and spring changes, which you can't do in race. So, as you can see, I'm a bit squirrely in the turn. When the truck gets into the turn, it is a truck, I believe. When the truck gets into the turn, it gets squirrely. Here, watch it. See that? Almost. See, that's loose. Look at that right rear temperature, 240s, and the front right was in the 220s. So, yeah, that's a loose condition. I have a decent balance overall, so I was able to save it. But that's not good. The only saving grace is I have a really fast truck. So I can hopefully maintain. I have 30 laps to go. Yeah, I'm like, caution. So I ordered a caution, and I got back to not wrecking anybody, including myself. Yeah, 2 degrees down. Difference front to rear kind of thing. You look at that. Now my setups, my left rear tends to have a little less wear anyway than all the other corners, so you can't go by it, but right rear is definitely wearing, and you can see the inside of the temp of the right rear tire is high. That's like a clue. So when I put pressure on it, it's sliding out from under me. So what do? Well, you drive very gingerly. You drive with hitting the gas more like you have an eggshell underneath it. Also, you can charge the corners. But my problem starts about mid-corner, so if I charge the corner, it tends to just get, trying to want to go around on me. You can also take some tape off. Aero is effective. Like, the more tape you have on the nose, the looser it tends to get. More tape you take off, the tighter it gets, but to a small degree, and this is way beyond tape. I really need I think the first thing I would do is a right rear spring change. Almost went around again. So all that snow in upstate New York. Yeah, they don't plow upstate when you get feet of snow. They put sand down beforehand and then they sand during, and like for 4 or 5 months you're driving on snow, which is with the sand mixed in there is not as slippery as snow alone, but it's already cold, and if it gets like below freezing, you get icy patches and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to drive on, but of course I like a challenge like that, and I drove quite fast, learning how to car control and stuff. Dirt drivers, dirt racers know the same thing. There's grip. You just gotta kind of know how to find it. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. See, I don't really want to be next to another truck because I can't really run a line, and I need to figure out what that line is, and I can't really do it next to another truck. But I don't want to fall back. if I don't have to. You know, I still want to win the race. You know, we're getting down to the end here. I doubt I'll be able to hold on to it for, you know, 20-something laps. So I'm still praying for caution. You know, I'm chanting caution, caution, caution. If I could take a hand off the wheel, I'd probably, you know, light a caution incense or send some smoke signals up. Yeah. See, one of the things when you're like this, see where I am right now on the outside towards the exit of the turn, if I push it just a little too far, it'll just snap left and probably into that truck next to me. It's hill there. Up, got loose, and he got by me. Now, the only saving grace to being in second place here is when you're behind somebody, you kind of get a little bit aero tight, so it can make your super loose condition just a little bit more manageable for a little bit longer. As you can see, trying to stay in his tracks for that, probably not going to happen, so I'll do the best I can. Drafting definitely works. Did not mean to hit him, but did not expect him to slow down so much. So I want to enter the turn fairly fast and put some pressure on the right front. As you can see, my wear evened out, and I even got some heat in the right front tire, which is good under the circumstances. So somehow I got it on the right front, and I'm able to maintain. But I still don't think I'm going to make it to the end, you know. So caution, come on caution, let's go. See? Right front heated up, right front slid, not the right rear so much. So 10 degrees more in the front to the left gives me more stability through the turns. Simply because I'm behind the guy in front of me. That's aero tight. And see, even the wear on the front is just a little bit more than on the rear, which of course under the circumstances is, oh yeah. But need a caution. 19 laps to go. Question is, if I pit, what am I going to do? Because I've already kind of maxed out everything, so I probably won't do too much. And then it's like, you know, I want a caution, but it's just me and Hill out here. If I pit, I want to pit closer to the end so my tires don't give up on me. The setup doesn't give up on me, and I can use my speed to stay out front and win the race. At least in the back of my mind, that's what I'm hoping for. But in the meantime, I'm mainly just thinking about not wrecking. I'm trying to keep, you know, see if I try to follow his line down there, boom, and yep, that's what happened. So it's another lesson learned. And I think I lost him because look at my tire temps. Yeah, see, they're equalizing again. Still a bit more on the right front, which is encouraging, because I believe I'm faster than him. Looks like I closed just a tiny bit. But since I hit the wall, got my Kansas stripe. Yeah. If you also notice the steering wheel, I'm turning after initial turn-in. So I like a setup that turns in partly, so it seems like I'm turning late. I am. And then, you know, I got to turn it back almost straight before I get out, or else the thing will come around on me. See, he's too far ahead. Now I'm getting heat building up in the right rear again. A little better than it was before, maybe because I've slowed down. Yeah, need a caution. 99% damage, not too... Oh, okay, caution. Here we go. Don't need fuel, do I? No, don't need fuel. What am I going to do? Yep, down on the right rear. And... well, 24th. Be better if there was only like 12 or 15 guys on the lead lap. I think I got a fast truck. I'm really fast on fresh tires, so let's see. Gotta, you know, come up through the field. Let's go. Go, go, go. See, when you're coming up through the field, you kind of like want to pick a line, which a lot of times is just not possible, where you don't have to let off the gas, especially on the restart, because you can hold it wide open all the way through the first and second turns. 90% of the tracks, like Kansas is one of them. And it's like, where do I go? Inside, outside. In Kansas, you got the inside apron, which you got to be careful on, but you can drive it.
You got room. You're clear.
Yeah, just taking the fastest way around while I can.
Careful, still there.
Inside, outside,
All clear.
in the middle. Shot the middle, because I could. So I'm trying to win the race. Even though I should probably just be chilling out. That's not really in my nature at this point. 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go and 8 trucks.
Stay high up here.
Tires front right so far is, now they're equalizing, and I'm aware of it, so
All right, you're clear. Car outside.
can't push it, and the traffic is helping me not overdrive it. As long as I'm about 10 degrees hotter on the right than the rear, I'm okay. The wear is going the way I want, but I'm already wearing the right rear. Okay, inside, outside, shoot in the middle, and I'm like, I don't want to be here. Yep, slip, but made it. Back to second, and look at that. I think we got a shot here. Oh yeah, go high, I'll go low, and I'll see you in victory lane. Yep. So now, my tires looks like they're threatening to equalize, so I got to be careful. But I want to build a lead, because if I almost spin out and lose all that time, that's how I got past for the lead the last time. But now it's for all the marbles, because the chances there's going to be a caution in the last 10 laps is fairly low. You know, the AI gets more aggressive, so things can happen. But we just had a caution, so probably not going to expect another one, and I don't want another caution. You know, I'm ahead. I won't take my hands off the wheel even to move a finger to push the button to see what my lead is. I'm just driving, just concentrating, trying to keep the best line I can. Not necessarily for speed, but for you know, not wrecking. It's right in the middle, so if anything happens, I'm not like too close one way or the other. It's sliding up on exit. I can't really, if I try to turn it away from the wall, I risk spinning out. So I'm just holding on. Yep. I think that song, was it by Yes or Starship, Hold On? Yeah, well, going through my mind. Now, I played the tire game. I've adjusted in race. I think I ran up front the whole race, so it's like, you know, now it's time for the payoff. No matter how I finished in the stages beforehand, I wanna win this race. I put myself in a position to win. It's my race to lose at this point, since I seem to have the fastest truck. So how many laps to go and come around. Yep, cut the corner right there, right on the white line. 32 flat and 4 laps to go. I'm like, no caution, no caution, no caution, no caution. I bumped my tape up too, and so I kind of like put myself in a little bit of a box, but yeah, right front, it's going way up, temp-wise. and the left front and the right rear is sort of equalizing, which means it actually says that I have a decent balance on it. Maybe not the one I want, but it is a balance, which is probably my saving grace and why I can stay ahead and not have to get out of the gas, be out of the gas more than I already am. Yeah, come on, no caution. Plenty of fuel for overtime if it happens. Don't want overtime. Don't want a caution. 2 laps. Okay, I come around to the white flag, and whatever happens, if I'm in the lead, I win the race. Race is over when the leader gets to the white flag, which is something I'm glad NASCAR 4 put in. But let's see what happened. Third of a lap. Third of a lap. And I got to do a restart. And I can't pit because there's like 20 plus cars on the lead lap. So I just got to hope my gearing gets me far enough out front and I can maintain a lead and that the other guys or older tires aren't going to challenge too much. There, I got out front. That's step 1. Wow, pulling away. I'm so relieved at this point. It's like, yes. Yep, see? Just keep it on the floor all the way through, even on old tires. They're not super old. You know, super old might be a little different, but you should be able to. They should cool down enough during caution to allow you to at least get around here. See, already I'm can't mash it. Gotta nurse it. Okay, come on. White flag. White flag. 1 lap to go. Okay. Come on, all the way around. All the way around, let's go. Love on the track map, you know, looks like they're right up your tail, and, you know, they're actually a decent way away. And then you look in the mirror, they're like in a different state when they're a lot closer than that. Here we go. Checkered flag. That one I like. That one I felt good about because I worked for it. It's only a 104 speed rating. Well, that's fine. A win is a win is a win. Oh, I qualified second. I had a fast truck, but short run, obviously. Gotta look. You know, one of the bad things about career mode and the way they have NASCAR 4 set up is you got to wait till you come back to the track to get into your settings again. So I keep a notebook, but like all the changes I made during a race, I don't have. So what I do is I make these videos, and then I go back my last pit stops and I see what my tire pressure and my wedge settings were. Wedge not so much, more the tire pressure. I was working on a setup yesterday, and I forget which. I think it was for Chicagoland, maybe. Anyway, I made a 2-pound air pressure change, and the truck went from stupid on a longer run to dialed in, pretty good. You know, to the point you can get in practice and such. I had a quick race it to fine tune it beyond that, but I was like, wow, you know, one tire pressure change, you know, from having a good setup. So you never know. So when I work on setups or make adjustments, unless I get in and I see a situation that's going on through tire temps and handling that I'm familiar with, I tend not to make huge changes, especially like at the beginning of a race. You know, I know it's a long race, you know, or I'm probably going to have multiple pit stops. I run stages, so I know I'm going to have at least 2 pit stops, if not more. And the way I have it set, I usually get about 1 pit stop, 1 caution per stage. So that's like 5. So in 5 pit stops, I can make a whole bunch of changes. I can make the wrong change and fix it. I just gotta not make the wrong change on the last pit stop, if that makes sense. You know, or for whatever, you know, to have the best truck I can at the end, or car. Yeah, so coming from 25th means I pitted and no one else did. So I'm on fresher tires. That's the tire strategy. Since there's no limit on tires, you know, I get them as often as I can, especially when I have a poor handling truck. I'm trying to make adjustments anyway. I gotta get the fresh tires. You're gonna start at the back anyway if nobody pits. The other thing I try to do in those situations, I try to have a fast truck and put trucks or cars down a lap if you can, because the fewer cars in the lead lap means less cars you got to come back up through when you pit and no one else does. I don't like to do it that way, but you know, while I'm still trying to figure out how these setups work and what adjustments work and for my setups, because the same thing I do for my setup might not have the same effect on yours, or it might have more of an effect. You know, it all depends. They are relative to a large degree. So it's all about learning. But I prefer a race, you know. Get in there, get the pole, get out front, you know, run 200 laps, get the checkered flag, and win both stages. You know, that's make it as boring as possible. But there's a lot of work goes into getting to that point. And NASCAR Heat 4, with its more, I'll say, probably more realistic physics, makes it, you know, more realistically harder. Yes. Is that 170? Yep, 170 laps. I guess it was 167 with overtime. The late caution now. Yep, got one stage, I see. Merchandising, by the way, in career mode, merchandising. Yep, win races, get fans. Truck race wins, you don't get more than a couple 100 fans or so. You get an Xfinity or Cup wins, yeah, you pile on those things. So, you know, even if you just run well in the higher series, you get a lot of fans, and then you start selling more merchandise at every race, even the lower series. So what was I? 31.7. Okay, take that. I think 31.6 is like pole speed. So running near pole speed in a race, that's never a bad thing. Yep, going through here. How did I do on the truck? In the new career mode, not killing your truck means that, you know, you don't have to work on it as much, so it can save you time if you need time. Yep, so that's all for now. Thank you for coming along. There will be more to come. And keep rolling all. Adios.